You know, we felt like a nice salad today, but we wanted to kick it up with some ingredients that you usually don't see in a salad, especially a pasta salad.
Well, yeah, but you know what? I think with this beautiful tortellini and all these spring vegetables coming out, it's a really good idea to just sort of throw them all together in a bowl.
Beautiful. And we'll do a tip right now on this beautiful Italian parsley, which we use all the time. And the best way to select it is the leaves have to be nice and big. It's also known as flat leaf parsley because it has all the flat leaves in there. Nice and big, nice big leaves all the way around. All green, free from any yellowing whatsoever. It's got to be standing up like this, nice and fresh. When you bring them home, in the refrigerator right away, but don't keep it in the plastic bag. Open up that bag a little bit. And what's great about this parsley, the oils that release out of it, just enhance everything.
They're absolutely incredible. I do like that parsley a little bit better than the curly parsley.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more expensive, but if you're going to be using it fresh in a dish like this, it's fantastic.
And you got a nice tip on onions.
Well, great tip on onions because, you know, any really pasta salad, it's good to have something like an onion, or whether it be scallions or something like that. So with red onions, which is what we're using right now, you want to make sure it has this nice, translucent, papery, dry skin. If you see onions with some soft spots or some blotches, you want to avoid those. And then when you bring it home, store it in a cool, dry place at all times. And I really like about this onion, too, is the color of it.
Yeah,
it's this beautiful maroon color. It adds a great color to all your dishes, so you want to make sure it's dark too. Okay?
You know what? I've been doing produce tips for 20 years. And I see her doing. It's time for me to retire. Not yet, though. Give me a few more years.
I'll give you a little bit.
All right, beautiful.
So we're going to add in these tortellinis.
Now, the tortellinis we're using are dry tortellinis, not fresh tortellinis. Tortellinis you buy in the box on your pasta aisle. If you buy the refrigerated ones that are fresh, they're going to start to break up on you.
Yep, then we just added in some basil. Now, when you're using fresh basil, always make sure you rip it with your hands. Don't use a knife because then you'll lose those oils on the knife.
Okay.
Okay, and some carrots.
Nice.
Which had a nice bright color. Plus,
I like what we did with these beans.
So what we did was we took red beans and chickpeas. Okay. We sauteed them with salt and pepper.
Put a little more beans in there.
You want some more?
Yeah.
Salt, pepper, and olive oil, just to give it a nice smoky flavor.
Look at the colors coming across.
And chickpeas get nice and crispy too.
Yes, they do.
And then some tomatoes, of course, which we seasoned beforehand with a little bit of salt. Celery.
All right. For the crunch.
And of course, parsley.
More parsley. More parsley.
I'm not done yet.
I love that parsley.
Mix that in.
All righty.
Now, if you're going to serve this pasta the next day, you want to put it in your fridge and let it marinate overnight, make sure you squeeze a lemon on it, because that way it'll freshen everything back up and it'll bring all those colors back.
Now, be generous with some good extra virgin olive oil.
Make sure it's good oil.
Balsamic vinegar. Not too much, because it's very sweet and it's very powerful. We're going to add the pepper. And, of course, coarse sea salt. Very important. Okay? And what else did I forget? I got everything?
I think we have everything.
We got so many products out here. I think we did. All right. Let me serve.
I think we...
You know, can I get a little more parsley too? I want a little bit more green.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, with something like this, you sort of just have to eyeball it. There we go. And a nice big plate for everybody.
Enjoy.
Smells so good. It does. Why the coarse sea salt?
I was going to ask. Yeah, well, I was going to ask that.
Well, it's important if you're using a salt in a dish, especially something you're not cooking, like it's not going into boiling water, because you taste it. Okay. And so the better the salt, the better it'll taste. Same with the olive oil. It should be good olive oil because that's exactly what you're tasting.
And coarse sea salt, and sea salt in general, has less sodium than table salt.
Good point. All right, Tony.